In Mark chapter 1, verses 29 through 31, we witness Jesus' divine authority and compassion in action. After teaching in the synagogue, Jesus enters the house of Simon and Andrew. Simon's mother-in-law is sick with a fever, and they immediately inform Jesus of her condition. Without hesitation, he approaches her, takes her by the hand, and lifts her up. Immediately, the fever leaves her, and she begins to serve them. This passage reveals Jesus' power over illness, showing that his authority extends beyond spiritual matters to physical ailments. The immediacy of the healing demonstrates his divine nature, confirming that sickness and disease are no match for his power. Furthermore, Simon's mother-in-law's response of serving them after being healed is a beautiful picture of how those who are touched by Christ's grace respond in gratitude and service. This account is a reminder that Christ not only cares for our souls, but also for our physical needs, and his power to heal is a testimony of his sovereign will. In Mark chapter 1, verse 29, we see Jesus leaving the synagogue and entering the house of Simon and Andrew, accompanied by James and John. This verse marks a significant moment in the early ministry of Christ, as he begins to move from public teaching in the synagogue to more personal interactions within the homes of his disciples. This transition from the synagogue to the home emphasizes the Lord's willingness to engage with people where they are, demonstrating his compassion and readiness to meet needs, both publicly and privately. The home of Simon becomes a setting for Christ's miracles, as we will soon witness him heal Simon's mother-in-law in the following verses. This scene is a powerful reminder that no place is too small or insignificant for the presence and power of the Lord. The physical healing that Jesus brings is a foreshadowing of the deeper spiritual healing he provides. The ministry of Jesus, as seen here, is a personal and intimate call to every believer, affirming that Christ is both willing and able to meet us in our everyday lives. Mark chapter 1, verse 30 tells us, "But Simon's wife's mother lay sick with a fever, and they told him about her at once." This verse highlights the authority and compassion of Jesus as he begins his public ministry. Peter's mother-in-law was bedridden with a fever, a condition that was serious, even life-threatening in that time. The immediacy of the disciples' appeal to Jesus demonstrates their faith in his power to heal. They knew that Christ had the ability to intervene, so they brought their concern to him without hesitation. Jesus' response, as described in the following verses, is a powerful demonstration of his divine authority over sickness. This miracle foreshadows the many physical and spiritual healings Christ would perform during his earthly ministry. The healing also shows his care for individuals, not just crowds. It's a reminder that believers should bring their concerns to the Lord in faith, trusting that he is both willing and able to meet our needs, whether they are great or small. Mark chapter 1, verse 31 recounts the moment when Jesus takes Simon Peter's mother-in-law by the hand and lifts her up, immediately healing her of a fever. This verse is a powerful display of Christ's divine authority over sickness and his personal compassion toward those he encounters. He doesn't just speak healing from a distance. He physically reaches out, touches her, and raises her up, showing his intimate care. The fever left her immediately, demonstrating the complete and instant nature of his healing power. In her response, we see the proper reaction to being touched by Christ. She rises and serves. This act of service reflects a heart of gratitude and a natural outflow of one who has been restored by Jesus. It also reveals that true healing from Christ is not just physical, but spiritual, leading to a life of service for his glory. Christ's power to heal points to his authority over all creation, and his mercy shows the personal care he extends to those who trust in him.